So, it's the fact that black people had whites as slave worker in Africa. In spite of their lies that they can't handle the heat, and that's why they took Africans and brought them to the West here to work hard. It was just payback time. We accept that. And so, blacks enslaved whites, everybody, whites, um, let me go. Egypt, blacks enslaved the Babylonians, the recent Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, the European whites. Then Babylon came and enslaved everybody, including Egyptians. Then the Persians came and enslaved everybody. Greece came and enslaved everybody. Rome enslaved everybody. And the Europeans enslaved everybody. So we all enslaved each other. So it's equal, 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 equal. But I think what makes it horrible at this time is that um, everything is about to, come to a head. And there's no other empire on the horizon to come on. And I think, though, what makes slavery in the whites' hands is that we've learned from the past. And what we've learned is that slavery is bad. And you could lose your empire for inhumane treatment of others, especially the weak ones. It happened to Egypt. Go tell them let the children of Israel go, and won't, and then God destroy the place, and then eventually let them go. And then they pursue them and end up drowning in Pharaoh and all them in the Red Sea. And so whites have had some time where they were able to revenge and do the discrimination and do the slavery and all that. Okay, so we all equal. Don't wait until the empire is over and you destroyed. What about if we say, well, okay, let us get the best from every race to come together and advance society to the next level. So far as only the whites are thinking in terms of being smart and genius, and the Asians and all that. And blacks supposed to be drawing water. And yes, there are some blacks who should be drawing water as those who don't have abilities, just as some whites and some Asians should be drawing water to those that don't have ability. The FBI report on Steve Jobs that his IQ was just 2.5, 2.65, and all the stuff he did, and I don't know if they really, did a thorough thing in doing all that he has done. But I want to know how he came back and be all this big genius. Um, I know he's Buddhist, and early in his experience, so that is his work that valuable and invaluable and ethereal and everlasting? I don't think so. I think that not having a good education, not having a high IQ perhaps, and come up with some stuff, especially with the Buddha. If we look down the road, because you see, people are saying that our lives are better with all the technology and all that stuff. I'm not sure, because with the computers and the calculators and all this phone and all that, the phone is an instrument of inefficiency and unproductivity. Everybody on the phone, on the job and on the phone. Right, they're spending like half a day on the phone. So less production, costs going up, pricing ourselves out to the market. Computers now are so prolific that it's affecting with people sleep. Can't sleep at nights after using the computer late at nights. And all these electronic stuff with the type of diodes and the type of light it emits suppresses his sleeping mechanism. Young children who are forced into computers early end up with short-sightedness. The computers affect your eyes. If you use computer a lot, it affects your eyes. And then we don't know what the radiation does, which if it adds to cancer and all that stuff. I mean, look, this guy was not smart, and he was also pagan. So what else you would expect? But no, folks expect that his work is so brilliant. And I'm not saying that computers shouldn't be invented, and that computers haven't done great things. I mean, they're robots, and they could work 24/7 forever, while humans got to take that lunch break and all them breaks and so forth. And a lot of things are better run by computers. But on the other hand, perhaps if we had an assorted group of people or somebody else, maybe we would have had a different route towards making the screens and the lights it emits that wouldn't harm us, and that will not cause insomnia, and that will not be that easy that we could push some kids. Because I recall when computers started, I had to go to college to understand some of these programs. I went for Windows, I went for Lotus 1, 2, 3, and so on, so WordStar. And today with the icons, it's so easy that folks, you see people with computers and you're thinking like humans see ways. Now that little icon makes it so easy, and it also robs people and make them into like imbeciles and not really smart and trained and all that stuff. You could just figure the thing out and just go along without even being a serious computer scientist. So I think that just saying that only white people are smart, I think it's just having a third of the power that you could have had. Because yes, white folks bring a certain cultural experience. Blacks would bring that, and Asians would bring that, and we put it together. That'd be dynamite. So what about if then we say, look, we all enslaved each other, and we all learned that this thing don't really work. And what we can do with that now, we're going to try for the remaining time of Earth's history to go the other route in collaboration, in cooperation, and working together, supporting somebody who is not of your race, even though you don't like them or whatever, you won't marry them, but give them the type of support that will help them to be productive and make a contribution. Russian them saying that they want the president to fail, and they don't seem to understand what that means. It means that everything is over. It means that Rush would have to be out there fighting with those little palomas or those little pigeons to get some of that fries from Burger King or oh, I have a lot of money. You don't understand Rush was going down. Finally, money is going to be of no use, man. You see, we had in there, okay, there going to be no guaranteed payments anywhere and so on. I don't want to get off on that, but let us work together. Let us put aside the past and just move forward in cooperation and brotherhood.